In the summer of 2020, Florian Balogun had many clubs offering him a role in their first team, from Chelsea, PSG, to even smaller clubs like Fulham. It was thought that Balogun was fed up with not getting a first team role for Arsenal and wanted to leave. And as the season edged closer to an end, it seemed more likely than ever that he was going to leave. However, after weeks of negotiations, Arsenal and Balogun agreed on a 4-year deal, keeping him at the Emirates until 2025. In this video, we are going to be discussing what's happened with Balogun since signing the deal and why Balogun is leaving the club on a permanent deal. So what's going on, everyone? You are listening to Gunner Central here. I hope you're all doing well. Now, when a lot of us Arsenal fans started to learn about the now American striker, he was 17 or 18 years old and was ripping up the under-23 Premier League, scoring 10 goals and assisting 4 in just 15 games. And with the breakthrough of guys like Saka and Nketiah, the hype for yet another Arsenal Academy prospect was starting to get some buzz. The thought at the time was that it was only a matter of time until he, like Saka, broke into the first team. After another solid 2 seasons from Balogun in the under-23 division and scoring 7 goals in 13 games for England's under-21 team, you kind of started to think to yourself, okay, so when is this guy going to get some first team action? Now, in the last season of his contract, he did get some game time in the Europa League, but nothing to write home about. In those minimal minutes, he did manage to score 2 goals in 6 games in all competitions. He also scored his first professional goal for Arsenal in 30 seconds in the Europa League. Towards the end of the season though, despite his minimal game time, he rejected clubs like Chelsea to sign a 4-year deal to stay with the Arsenal. The next season, however, he still struggled for game time. He did start the first Premier League game of the season, but that was only due to injuries and sickness. By the time January rolled around, he had just 4 appearances to his name. Thus, he was then loaned out to Championship side Middlesbrough. There, although he got a lot of game time, he wasn't as productive as we hoped. He had just 3 goals and 3 assists in 21 appearances for Middlesbrough. Despite this though, there was still a sense of hope and excitement when it came to Balogun. The next season, Balogun was then loaned out to Ligue 1 team Rennes, where he absolutely exploded. Balogun scored 22 goals and assisted 3 in 39 games for the club. Balogun seemed prime for a huge role in this Arsenal team. Since arriving back from loan, Balogun hasn't really got a look in, barely played any preseason minutes, and he wasn't even in the squad for the Community Shield and Premier League games. Now, I think there's many possible reasons for this. Either the fact that Arteta just prefers Jesus and Nketiah to Balogun, and with the Jesus one, I completely understand, I'm sure everyone else does as well. The Nketiah one, I also get it to a degree. You know, Nketiah is a Premier League proven player, and he can be very good for stretches where he is needed. I believe Balogun has a much higher upside and a much higher ceiling than Nketiah, but Nketiah is potentially the safer option. Now, onto Balogun's move. Now, I must preface, it's not 100% confirmed yet at the time of recording, but it does look all but done. The move is to Ligue 1 side AS Monaco for a reported fee around 45 million euros. I think it's a great bit of business from Arsenal, rejecting bids earlier in the window for less money than this. We are selling our academy product for a fair chunk of change to help balance the books, and it's to a non-Premier League side. We showed great patience in waiting for the right bid from the right team. I even tweeted about it, or X'd, I guess we're going to call it now. Feel free to follow me there if you're not doing so already. But I said, we are selling an academy product that we don't need for more money than it costs to get Martin Odegaard, our captain. I think it's a very good bit of business, especially the fact that he doesn't seem like he's in the striking pecking order. But with all this being said, I would love to know what you guys think of Balogun's time at Arsenal and what you guys make of the deal. Of course, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.